Evet. Bir de bunu izleyelim bakalım.
Here's all the action from a 5-game slate on Thursday night. Golden State at Philly
Golden
tonight.
State ve
Draymond Green
Fila.
and the short-handed Warriors taking on Joel Embiid and the Sixers. No Curry, no Butler, no George. So Golden State comes in thin. Early on, it's all
Curry ve
Sixers.
Butler
BJ
yok.
Edgecombe jumps the passing lane, takes it coast to coast, and hammers it home. He had 8 in the first quarter alone. And the run continues. Tyrese Maxey puts on the dribble moves and buries the step back three, part of a 22-0 Sixers run. They blow it open early, 21-5, and eventually 30-10 after one. Second quarter now, Moses Moody goes for the layup, but Dominic Barlow spikes at Sixers out on the break. Barlow climbs over his own teammate for the putback.
Kendi arkadaşını posterledi.
Moments later, Draymond Green collides with Barlow, comes up hurt and would not return. Sixers still in control, 41-25.
Draymond da mı gitti? Oo. Kaminga. Curry, Butler ve maçın ikinci çeyreğinde Draymond gidiyor.
Maxey stays cooking, spinning off his defender and kissing it off the glass. It's 21 straight games of 20 or more to start the season for Maxey. Fourth quarter now, Warriors make a
21
push.
maçtır 20 sayıdan fazla atıyor ya. Vay be.
Just like that, the lead's down to 10. Then Pat Spencer finds Melton for the deep two, and suddenly the Warriors are on a 15-0 run themselves, cutting the lead to 3.
15-0 run. Geldi lan Golden State.
Lead since 3-2. And Quentin Post finds Santos for the layup. Warriors up 1. But Tyrese Maxey will not be denied. He spins, finishes at the rim, puts up 35
aldı.
points.
Bakalım
30-point game this
nasıl bir maç sonu
year.
gelecek.
Spencer answers with a clutch three
Pat
to make it
Spencer.
98-94 with just over a minute left.
Pat
16
Spencer.
points for Spencer off the bench tonight. He's feeling it. Philly keeps attacking off the inbound. Quentin Grimes
Bakalım ne
gets the
geliyor.
layup and the foul. He converts the free throw to make it 98-97. 10 seconds now. Warriors try to inbound, but BJ Edgecombe jumps it again for the steal. And here we go. Take a look at this intensity.
Tyrese Maxey to win the game.
Kaçtı. Oo! Nasıl yani? Attı.
Tyrese Maxey blocks it at the buzzer to win the game and deny the big Warriors comeback. Final score: Philly 99, Golden State 98. Lakers versus Raptors from Toronto, featuring LeBron James on one side and Brandon Ingram leading the way for the Raptors. The Lakers jump out early. Austin Reeves pulls up
Bununla ilgili maalesef
buries the long
bir
three.
şey gördüm.
LA starts hot,
Maçla ilgili.
8-2. Toronto responds as Brandon Ingram
Şimdi söylemeyeyim ama
strong to the rim and finishes the layup. BI would finish with 27-7 tonight. Raps again. Jamal Sheed drops off the beautiful pass right here to Colin Murray-Boyles, who rises up for the dunk. Boyles with 12 early as Raptors stay within 7. Second quarter now, LeBron threads a pass inside to DeAndre Ayton, but Scotty Barnes erases the shot at the rim. A big defensive play. Toronto closes the gap 33-29. But LA answers. Rui Hachimura misses the three. Brandon Ingram grabs the rebound, but Jake LaRavia steals it right back and hands it in for the dunk. LeBron James keeps attacking, driving, hitting the turnaround jumper. LeBron getting to his spots and making it look easy. Lakers lead the way at half, 67-58. Third quarter, Brandon Ingram sets up Scotty Barnes for the layup. Barnes filling the stat sheet with 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists in the game. LeBron answers moments later. He takes the ball and tosses the alley-oop to DeAndre Ayton, who throws it down. Ayton finishes with 17 and 8 as LA takes a 3-point lead. Jacoby Walter then knocks down the three for the Raps to tie it at 79 apiece. 17 points for Walter in this one. But then Austin Reeves takes over. He drives, spins, crosses the contact, and hits the and one floater. He completes a 3-point play on his way to a monster night. 44 points and 10 assists. Final frame now. Sheed hits Brandon Ingram for the easy finish. Ingram with a monster night himself, near triple-double, as the Raptors tie it 110-110. Then a wild sequence. Reeves loses the ball. Raps push it ahead, but Jake LaRavia out of nowhere for the huge block. Raps still up by 2. LeBron answers again, driving for the layup. His 8-point, tying the game at 118. Then the dramatic moment. LeBron gets the ball, looking to extend his legendary streak of 1,297 consecutive games with 10 or more points, but Scotty Barnes blocks it. LeBron finishes with 8 points and the historic streak ends.
120. Bu pozisyonu gördüm işte. LeBron köşeye Hachimura.
Rui Hachimura hits
Bu pozisyonu görmüştüm maalesef.
Hachimura finishes with 12 as the Lakers escape on
Yani
the road. Final
bu
score,
pozisyonu
Lakers 123.
bu pozisyonu değil de
Raptors
LeBron'a soruyorlar. Ne düşünüyorsun bu maç hakkında? Hani bu Scotty'den bloğu yiyor hani sonuç olarak. Clutch'ta bir de gidiyor hani Clutch'ta şutu atamıyor, pası atıyor falan. Ne düşüneceğim diyor. Kazandık diyor, mutluyum diyor. Bir şey düşünmüyorum diyor.
120. The Timberwolves are in New Orleans to take on the Pelicans with Anthony Edwards
3-19
and
musun
Julius
lan
Randle
New
leading Minnesota
Orleans?
in tonight's matchup. Pelicans looking for redemption after dropping an overtime loss to the Wolves just 2 nights ago. The
Bakalım
Wolves
nasıl
set the
maç
tone
geçmiş.
early. Jaden McDaniels absolutely crushes this shot at the rim and they keep attacking. Anthony Edwards finds
Kaldırdı.
Rudy Gobert,
Gobert.
rolls with a
Gobert.
one-hand
Abi çok
alley-oop.
barizdi
Then
ya.
it's Randle who explodes through the key and throws down another vicious one-hand jam. But Jeremiah Fears was making things happen for New
Jeremiah
Orleans. First he goes coast to
Fears.
coast for the finish, then he lobs it beautifully to Carlo Makovic for the hammer. Fears with 10 points and 3 assists in the first. Second quarter, Jose Alvarado pushes it ahead, gets it back, and drills the triple. The Pelicans go on an 8-0 burst to take the 40-39 lead. Minnesota answers with an 11-0
Randle.
run of their own, capped by Julius Randle stepping confidently. Trey Murphy III drops it off to Makovic again, who takes one dribble and punches it home with authority, big
Matkovic.
fella. Then Murphy bobbles it in the paint, somehow
Hey.
flips it in, off balance shot. Murphy with 11 in the first half as New Orleans trims the lead. But Anthony Edwards responds between the legs into the sidestep three and he knocks it down. We're all tied at the half, 62-62. Third quarter, Trey Murphy takes the handoff and rises for the tough jumper over Gobert. He had 21 on the night. Pelicans go up 74-70. Julius Randle now answers again, driving, hanging, and banking it home. Randle up to 28 as Minnesota stays close. Jalen Clark jumps the passing lane, takes it all the way, and finishes through contact for the and one. He completes the play to make it 88-86. New Orleans responds. Jordan Hawkins drives once again. Makovic detonates the slam. Fourth quarter, and it turns into all Wolves with Nasri at the center. Three in the corner for the open triple. Then up court to Edwards, who tosses the lob to Reed for the alley-oop. Then the Pelicans try and stop the bleeding.
Geldi.
Here's McDaniels
Ne
on
geliyor?
into the paint. Step through and a finish. Jaden McDaniels. That was big time.
Minnesota closes it out. Final score, Timberwolves
New Orleans
125,
iyi geldin ama
Pelicans 116.
yapacak bir şey yok.
It's the Boston Celtics on the road tonight, taking on the
Washington'da
Washington
3-17'ymiş
Wizards with
ya.
Peyton Pritchard leading Boston in DC against CJ McCollum and the Wizards. With Boston already out to a 13-8 lead, White drops it off to Keita, who posterizes Watkins at the rim. Keita already with 8 in the first. Celtics heating up early. Heat finish with 17 on the night. But Washington answers. Ball swings to Keyshawn George, and he buries the contested three, keeping it close at 20-16. Then Tristan Vukcevic drives, whips a ridiculous behind the
Oo,
head
bu ağırlık
pass to Will Riley, who
Kyle
drills it
Anderson'ı
from the
andırdı.
corner. Wizards bench loves it, but Boston still leads the way 25-21, and they take a 32-26 edge into the second. Second quarter now, Will Riley thinks he has a layup, but Jordan Walsh erases it. Boston gets out running, pulls
Walsh
it
muymuş?
back,
Derek White
but
sandım.
Walsh is there to attack the rim.
Geldi.
Gets the foul and still finishes the layup. Boston's defense to offense here, led by Walsh. He had 15 in the first half as Boston pushes ahead by 8. Then Justin Champagnie on the defensive end shows off his skills.
Champagnie with the steal and slam, rocking the rim, and then staring at Derek White. Got it and the foul. Got it.
On your head.
Be smiling after that one too. Final seconds of the half. Derek White steps back and cans the contested three. He's up to 18 at the break. At the half, Celtics lead the way 66-59. Third quarter, Chris Middleton gets fouled, tosses up a prayer three, and it drops for the 4-point play. He had 16 tonight, but Boston keeps control by 10. Walsh then calls for it, drives and detonates a monster jam. Walsh was perfect from the field, 22 points with 7 rebounds.
Neler olmuş
And Derek
ya?
White keeps
Maça bak.
cooking, splits defenders, rises up from mid-range and cashes it. He finished with 30 points, 7
Rahat
rebounds,
maç.
and 9 assists. How about this? White throws a lob from half court to Josh Mina for the
değil mi?
alley-oop. Celtics drop 43 points
Bunu
in the
Houston
third
maçında
and lead
tanımıştık bu
109-86
arkadaşımızı.
heading into the fourth. Final frame.
Hey.
Keita strips CJ McCollum and Pritchard rewards
Lan,
him
durun.
on the other
Kaldır.
end with a nice little lob. Keita finishes with 17 points and 4 blocks as Boston rolls with 7 players in double figures. Final score, Celtics
Oha
146,
146 mı attınız lan?
Washington 101. It's the Jazz and the Nets in
Oo
Brooklyn.
maçın kötülük.
Lauri Markkanen leading the way for Utah
Maçın
and
kötülük.
rising young big Noah Clowney anchoring
Maçın
things for
kötülük diyoruz da
Brooklyn.
Utah
Early
üstünü
in the
yendi.
first, Keontae George drops it off to Kyle Filipowski, who floats a lob to Lauri Markkanen for the dunk. He'd go on to finish with 30 points in the game. But the Nets answer to take the lead here. Noah Clowney in the corner, drills the three, putting Brooklyn up 14-12. Then Danny Wolf feeds Clowney again. This time he attacks the rim for the driving dunk. Clowney explodes for 14 points in the opening quarter as Brooklyn leads the way early. Second quarter now, Nick Claxton finds Zaire Williams, who likes what he sees and knocks down the triple. He had 11 at the half and went on to finish at 23 points. But Utah responds. Keontae George dribbles into a straightaway triple, bringing the Jazz back within 7. Then George gets the handoff, threads a pass to a cutting Markkanen for the dunk. Markkanen up to 12 first half points as Utah trims. Third quarter, Nets defense turns to offense. Noah Clowney meets George at the rim for the block, and the Nets get running the other way to extend their lead.
Man drives. No look kick. Williams in rhythm. Can't hit the three.
Ay.
Fine, Claxton.
There's that juice by Brooklyn. What
İyi bir
a
sekans olmuş.
sequence here.
Utah pushes back now.
Bu arada
Markkanen
sequence
drives and
dedi zaten
kicks to
spikerde.
Keontae George, who drills the triple. It's going to be an
Wow.
and one. He completes the 4-point play to make it 70-66. But Noah Clowney keeps shining. He drives, Euro steps, and finishes the and one layup. He makes the free throw and climbs to 29 points as Brooklyn goes up by 10. Fourth quarter surge from Utah. Markkanen stays in attack mode, drives, and powers in for the dunk, cutting the lead to 3. His 9th 30-point game of the season, and Utah is not backing down. Tie game. Keontae George up top hits another
Geldi
three.
geldi.
He's up to
Bakalım nasıl bir
29
maç sonu.
as Utah takes the lead back. George stays in
Bakalım.
rhythm, kicks it to Markkanen for the catch and shoot 3, extending the Jazz lead 112-103.
Bir tık
With about
açıldı
2
fark.
minutes left, Walter Clayton Jr. attacks. Utah swings it around
İyi
the
döndü
arc.
top.
Markkanen
Yine Markkanen.
drills another 3. He finishes with 30 points as Utah pulls away with the final. Jazz 123, Nets 110.
Player of the night. Kim? Oo, 44 sayı, 10 asist, 5 rebound. Austin Reeves ne diyorsun ya? Doncic yokluğunda.
Reeves has stepped through from a percentage standpoint, has really improved. And Ayton once again. Mamuo with 3 from 3.
You know where you can get your shot and you continue to
Al
abuse that
Kutursa'nın
situation.
yanına nasıl 10 asist koyuyorsun ya?
Reeves, Lakers by 1.
Much better job by
Topların hepsini mi sen kullandın ya?
Ayton plus the foul.
The Lakers doing a good job of being physical. He lost the ball, but still gathered and kept his concentration.
Reeves distance, yeah.
You like the response spot quick. This is going to be a barn burner by the end.
Oo, nerelerden kullanıyorsun ya? Manyak mısın abi?
5-point lead for the Lakers. Colin Murray-Boyles
Onu görmüştük.
count the bucket. Reeves keeps Shed on his hip.
Oo, bak bu şutu atmış. 40 saniye kadar şutu
Here are
atmış.
your top